today I've healed anxious attachment, and I've healed feeling blamed when people say things about me. Well, my dears, that was beautiful. I just finished session 10 of EMDR with my therapist, and today we worked on the negative cognition that I am not enough. And this is why you need the therapist, right? Because I have admittedly done a few EMDR sessions on myself. And as an NLP coach, I trust myself. I trust myself not to get dysregulated. I can handle my emotions. And I mean, you only know what you know. You need sometimes someone to question you to be able to open what's in your subconscious mind. So you need a level of inquiry that you can't flip out of your subconscious to go into your conscious to ask you to go back into your subconscious. I've tried it before with NLP and it has worked in terms of recording my voice and playing it and being the therapist. But sometimes you need a real life coach to ask you questions to get clarity on the things that you're saying, to be able to discover what's underneath. And so today I went in with, can you help me with my anxious attachment? I thought I had anxious attachment in my relationship. But so therefore, if I went to coach myself, I'd use I am anxious attached as the negative cognition and think that that's what's underneath. But actually under the I am anxious attached, she asked a few questions which led to I am not good enough. Because I had two things today, and the other one was I don't like being blamed for things that aren't my fault. And I thought I had an issue with that, people calling me names or saying that I am this or that and it's not true, and I don't want people thinking things about me that aren't true and people telling other people things about me that aren't true. But underneath that, why this, why that, why does that bother you so much, is because that means I'm not good enough. So actually they had the same negative cognition underneath. And it's interesting because when I do NLP on people, sometimes you do parts work and you have two parts. So where I had the two issues, it's just like that, because you might have one part that says I want to do this, and another part says I want to do that. And because they're both different parts, you have cognitive dissonance inside. These two parts are arguing, and therefore you can never make a decision. You can't put a step forward, and you're just stuck. So you need these parts to come together, and so you chunk them up, because ultimately, even though one is making a negative behavior and the other one wants a positive behavior, they both have the same positive outcome. So interesting with the EMDR, we went the other way and chunked down and found the same negative cognition, but it meant then that I was able to heal both things. So today I've healed anxious attachment, and I've healed feeling blamed when people say things about me, because I know I'm enough. And I went in not feeling enough, and I was literally crying about a memory in the past where my dad left. And I, as a child, obviously not understanding the situation, the negative cognition that I created based on that memory, that experience, that trauma that my dad left, it was that I wasn't enough. I had no control over my dad leaving. It must mean I'm not enough. And so today I came out of the session feeling like I am enough. And so these two things are not going to bother me anymore, because I know that I'm enough. So it doesn't matter what people think about me. It doesn't matter what people say about me. It doesn't matter what somebody does. I'm not going to feel anxious because I know I'm enough, regardless of what other people do, regardless of what other people say. Does that make sense? So in a nice short and sweet video, I'm going to leave it as that.